Boom! On Christmas Day, American missiles rained down hell on ISIS scum in Nigeria, obliterating their terrorist camps in a blaze of glory. That's right, folks. The US just delivered a powerful punch to those radical thugs who've been terrorizing innocent people for years. If you're tired of seeing terrorists run rampant, stick around because this story is packed with action, heroism, and the kind of justice that makes you proud to be from the land of the free. Let's set the stage here. Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation, has been a hotbed for Islamic extremism for over a decade. Remember Boko Haram, those fanatics who pledged allegiance to ISIS back in 2015? Well, they've splintered into deadly factions, including the Islamic State West Africa Province in the northeast, and more recently, the Islamic State Sahel Province, known locally as Lakurawa, wreaking havoc in the northwest. These ISIS affiliates aren't just some distant threat. They're vicious killers targeting Christians, kidnapping villagers, and enforcing their twisted version of Sharia law with bullets and bombs. Picture this. In the dusty borderlands between Nigeria and Niger, these Lakurawa militants slithered in after a military coup in Niger back in 2023 shook things up. At first, some desperate locals even invited them in to fend off bandits. You know, those armed robbers plaguing the countryside. But oh boy, did that backfire. These ISIS goons turned out to be worse than the bandits, raping, robbing, and murdering at will. They've controlled chunks of Sokoto and Kebbi states, turning remote villages into nightmares where no one is safe. And understand this, they're especially brutal toward Christians, gunning them down in churches and communities, just like that horrific attack on the Christ Apostolic Church in Kwara State last November. ISIS isn't done. They're spreading like a cancer across Africa, threatening stability and even our interests abroad. But here's where it gets good. Enter President Donald Trump, back in the White House and not taking any crap from these terrorists. Trump's been warning about this for months. Last month, he ordered the Defense Department to gear up for action in Nigeria to protect Christians from these Islamic militants. He saw the writing on the wall. ISIS was ramping up attacks, killing innocents at unprecedented levels. And Trump? He's all about America first, but he knows that letting terrorists fester anywhere is a recipe for disaster that could hit home. So, on Christmas Day, while you were unwrapping presents and enjoying turkey, the Commander-in-Chief greenlit a massive strike. Out in the Gulf of Guinea, a US Navy ship, probably a destroyer, launches over a dozen Tomahawk cruise missiles. These bad boys streak across the sky at subsonic speeds, guided by precision tech that makes them hit like a hammer from heaven. Their targets? 2 ISIS camps deep in Sokoto State, northwest Nigeria. Boom. Explosions light up the night, or day, depending on the time, as these terrorist hideouts get turned into smoking craters. US Africa Command, under General Dagvin Anderson, confirms multiple ISIS terrorists taken out. No messing around. This was surgical, deadly, and done in full coordination with the Nigerian military. Trump didn't waste time announcing the victory. On Truth Social, he posted, "The United States launched a powerful and deadly strike against ISIS terrorist scum in northwest Nigeria, who have been targeting and killing innocent Christians at unprecedented levels." Classic Trump. Straight talk, no BS. And Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, he chimed in on X with a simple, "More to come." That's the kind of leadership that gets things done, folks. No endless debates in Congress, just action. Over in Nigeria, the government's on board. They've confirmed the joint US-Nigeria strikes, calling it part of their ongoing offensive against these armed groups. People in Lagos are reacting, some relieved, others cautious. But overall, it's a win for security in a country stretched thin by multiple crises. Nigeria's military is tough, but they're outgunned and outnumbered in places. US support like this? It's a game changer, helping fill the voids where poverty, hunger, and joblessness let these extremists thrive. But why should you, sitting in your den in Texas or watching from your garage in Ohio, care about a US strike on ISIS in Nigeria? Simple. Terrorism doesn't stay put. These same groups inspire lone wolves here at home, traffic in weapons that could end up anywhere, and destabilize regions where American businesses operate. Plus, as Christians, seeing our brothers and sisters protected from these butchers, that's American values in action. We're not isolationists. We're the world's policemen when it counts. And under Trump, we're doing it smartly, without boots on the ground dragging us into another quagmire. Imagine if we hadn't acted. These Lakurawa militants, sneaky, mobile on motorcycles through forests, using hostages as shields, would have kept expanding. They've already spilled over from Niger, and without pushback, who knows? Benin next. The whole Sahel region becomes an ISIS Caliphate 2.0. But nope, America stepped up, reminding the world that we don't tolerate this. And let's keep it real. This strike isn't a one-off. General Anderson said US Africa Command is ramping up cooperation with regional partners to disrupt these violent extremist organizations wherever they hide. Expect more fireworks. It's like that old saying, you cut off one head, two grow back. Well, with Tomahawks, we cauterize the wound. Think of it like your favorite action movie. Trump's the no-nonsense hero, ISIS the villains holed up in their lair, and those missiles, the plot twist that blows them away. Except this is real life, and the good guys, us, won this round. So, there you have it. The US strike on ISIS in Nigeria. A Christmas gift to the world from Uncle Sam. If you enjoyed that deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe for more hard-hitting stories on American might and global threats, and share with your buddies. What do you think? Was this the right move? Drop a comment below. Stay safe out there. Peace through strength, folks. Stay informed, stay safe. Peace out.